I am Fridge. Welcome to a new series. This is going to be a fantasy WICSO series, so if you're here you see that it's just grey, that's because this series, the map in it, is going to say a secret, for now at least. Obviously it's going to get revealed as the series goes on, but for starters, we can head over to this small area here where we're going to see the first civilization pop up. There's actually going to be 5 different starting areas. Now, in my normal WICSO, you might remember that there was kind of 5 and also at the same time kind of 3. So there was 3 introduced in the first episode, and then in like the 3rd and 5th episode I think the other 2 showed up. So first civilization is going to show up down here though, and the second one will be up here. And it will be this blue civilization. And this one, these people, if we open up this layer here, you notice that it's a blue. That's because this area here is quarter. And if we head down here, you'll see a green. That's like a warmer area. So like the lighter the color, the warmer it is there. So these people are a lot more used to the cold. Anyways though, now heading over here, we will see the next civilization. This one will be the green one, so let me find green, there you are. So we will have the green civilization here. It will pop up here. And heading over here, we will see the purple one. So this one will show up over here. And finally, heading up here, we will have an orange one. So this one will be right here. And these civilizations, starting with the orange one, are going to start exploring. So this one will start So this one will start exploring along here, going along this coastline here and heading down this way. They will also send exploration up here, and they realize they're on this peninsula thing here. They will then start to expand into this area. As they head up here and around down here. Next up, we will be heading back over to the purple one, who is also going to do some exploration. As they explore down this way, exploring, and they're also on a bit of a peninsula thing. But they explore this, and they will then expand. I'm once again on the wrong layer. They will then expand south. But some of the people here, they want to keep on going. So these people are going to start to head further south. And the leaders of this country, they're going to be like, no, you can't do that. So they're like, watch us. And they just straight up leave the civilization and continue down and decide to just go form their own civilization. So they head down. And they will then head this way, where they will end up right here, where they will choose to form their own civilization. This one will be a pink color, so we will have this new pink civilization pop up here. And these ones want to explore the entire world, but for now they just, well, the areas around them. Anyways though, now heading back up to the red one. They're also going to be exploring. So they start to explore, however, the people here have 2 different things. The people over here want to head this way, or the people over here want to head this way. So we're going to see a civil war break out here, so we see a civil war break out as this area here wants to go this way, or this area wants to go this way. So we see the civil war break out, and these will start pushing against each other, and the red one will even go out and around, cutting off the orange one, while then going in from over here, and killing all of the rebels here. With this country will be heading down this way. However, they will take this land that they went into, so they start heading down this way. As they go to explore more of this way. And looking at all of this is the green color. Anyways though, now heading over to the green country. This country will also be exploring, because really that's all for them to do at this point. So they will start to explore as they send people exploring this area. And they won't just explore the coast, they also explore further in. Now this area, oh, they're also like green. I thought they were a different color, never mind. They explore. And they find up here, and they explore a lot. Then they are going to expand. So they... Oh, I have the eraser still, that's the problem. So they start to expand as they head up here. Now looking like this. Now heading up to the blue one. They are not next to any coast. And in fact, they don't even have like a centralized government area. So they are going to start exploring, and they start exploring down south. As these people are going to just completely move down this to the south. And they find this river here, which they will explore. Now, this river is kind of frozen. A lot of it is frozen, but they can break it and get to, I don't know. It's more useful than up here, that's what I'm trying to say. But they're going to move down this river here. Until they decide to move their civilization over to the river here. So they move it over here. Onto this area here. And they leave this area. So we can make this white again. However, there will be some people who choose to stay up here and make their own civilization. So we can make them a different color. I'm going to make them this color here. So these people decide to stay up here. And they... I'll just have to that. Well, most of the people move down here. That's what's going on with the blue civilization. Anyways, though, back to the red civilization. They are going to continue to explore south. Going along this coastline here. And they'll find this area here. Before continuing south. And the red country will even start to expand into this new area that they're finding. And the red country's like capital, I guess, would be like right here. I'm gonna mark capitals down near the end of this episode. So their capital is like right here. But they start to expand down. But now they're getting kind of far away from their capital up here. This is going to have consequences as we see the revolution over here pop up again. And this time they are a lot more stronger, and they're right next to the capital as well. So they push in, now cutting off the capital from this area. As they push in, and they will kill the leader and take the capital from themselves. And they will now And this time, they don't really want to expand this way. They just kind of want to stop expanding as the red country was expanding a lot. But the red country is going to have to move their capital down. So they're going to move it down close to over here so they can explore more. Which they will do, expanding this way. In the purple and pink countries, the purple country is now going to do some more expansion. If the pink country had just waited a bit, they could have. But this time, they want to expand this way. And I'm going to open up this for a second. So they explore. And they head down this way. And they realize that this is a big peninsula here that they're on. They then explore all of this area here. And they end up meeting up with the pink country, and the pink country is like, get away, and they go back, and now the purple country and the pink country have bad relations, but they aren't going to go to war yet. Yet being the code word there. But the purple country is now going to do some expanding. So I'm on the wrong layer again. That's going to happen a lot more in this series than it did in my normal WICSO. So they start expanding into this new area here, taking all this land here. The pink country, though, is also going to do some expanding. After all, they want to explore the world, so they start to head this way, exploring all this area. And they meet up with some mountains over here, and this is going to kind of stuck them. So these gray areas here are like giant mountains. There's mountains and there's also rivers that are not marked on this map. But the important mountains and mountain ranges and rivers, they're going to be marked on the map. But this pink country, they're going to move right over next to the mountains. As they expand this way, they also will expand a little bit back this way, but not too much. They don't want to get close to the purple country. They don't like the purple country. Tell me in the comments, what do you prefer, the purple country or the pink country? Anyway, so that's enough of those two. Heading over to the orange country. This country, they're in a dark green area. So the dark green area is colder than the light green area, but like it's not frozen over like the blue areas. They're kind of like somewhere between. Like they still have grass, but like that you can see grass. It's not just all ice and snow, but it's still kind of cold. But they start to explore a bit more. And some people, they get lost and they start heading this way instead of back this way towards the country. So these people get lost and they find this river here and they think, hey, maybe if we follow this river, oh, it just leads them to the sea. Okay, maybe we need to follow it the other way. Oh, and it splits off into two. Okay, we have no idea where we're going. Guess we just will set up our own country. So we see a new country form over here. I'm going to make this country, what color should I use? I'll make it like a yellow color, I guess. So we have the yellow country forming up here. Let me give them a bit more room. So the yellow country forms up here. And yeah, it's a yellow country. That's kind of important. Meanwhile, down south, the orange country will expand. Expanding into this area here and also expanding over into here a bit. We now see the orange country existing. Anyways, heading over to the green country though. This is currently the only area that has not split into a few pieces yet. The others have two countries in them, but this one is still pretty good. And that's because the leaders of this country are a lot more, I guess I'd say, democratic. Like, it's not a democracy, but the leaders kind of do ask the people what they want to do compared to the others. So that leads to people being happy. And the people do want to explore. They want to see what else is out there. So they send 3 exploration groups. One this way, one this way, and one this way. This one, they find this area here. And after getting over here, they head back. This group starts to head out. and they find not much. There's some like small rivers and mountains over here, like some hills, but there isn't like any giant mountains or rivers. So after finding absolutely nothing, they head back. And this group, they head this way before heading back, and no one gets lost. But the green country, they're going to do some bit more exploring over here before they make their expansion, so they will now expand. So they expand over here, and also a bit this way. Now looking like this, and they're currently the most stable. This is kind of like, if you watched episode 1 of my normal WICSO, Korea, compared to the other areas, compared to the red and green team in that, stayed together for the first episode, where the other two kind of split into a few pieces. The blue country, though, let's head back over to them. The blue country is blue. That's obvious, and they are currently, they're not doing much, but some people do want to explore, so they decide to explore without permission. So they head up this way, and when the king, or I guess, I don't know if it would be king or someone else finds out about that, he sends some people over there, and these people start to try to run away, and they head this way, and then they split into two groups, one heading this way and the other heading this way. And this group over here gets caught and taken back, but this group manages to escape and runs over this way until they have no idea where they're at. So they just decide, you know what, if we go back with that anyways, we might as well just start a new nation, but we should probably find a bit of a better place to do it. So they start heading down south a bit, but they find nothing. Oh, and then they find a river. Or is this coastline? No, they find a river. They find actually the end of it, so they decide, you know what, let's start a new civilization down at the bottom of this river here. So that's what they'll do. As they form a new civilization here. This one's going to be pretty small, as it's just a few people that escaped. But these people are taken back, and they are killed. And this is going to make a few people kind of mad, but not enough to really do anything. The blue country will expand a little bit, though. This time, expanding south. Heading up to this country, they are also going to do some expanding. Expanding a bit like this. But they aren't too populated, so they aren't going to do much expanding. Anyway, so oh my god, has this not been recording anything? Oh no, it has been. I just closed out of it for a second. Okay. I really hope that picked up stuff. Okay, anyways though, finally, the final thing that's going to happen for now. Actually, no, not the final thing. Hang over here. The red country will continue to expand as they expand into this area here. And now I'm going to do capitals, and that's probably where I'm going to end the episode. So let me make a capital layer. And the capital, starting over here, since I'm already over here, the capital of the red country will be right there. And the capital of this country will be here. And I'm going to mark this area here because it is an old major city. So there's not really like much cities other than the capital, but there is like population centers. So this is like a big population center. This one, the population is a lot more spread out because where they've explored, there isn't much big population centers. Over here, though, they have two. This one here, which is their capital, as well, and this one over here. Also, I just realized I'm marking them on the same layer. I'm going to fix that afterwards. So there's the capital. Over here, I'm just going to do capitals for the rest of these. Or I can do there and there. I can do like other population centers off camera, which will in the future become major cities. This one's capital is over. Was it here? Here that they started. I want to just put it. And I'll put it here. That's the capital, and this one's capital is here. Also, I just realized that's not the same shade of yellow. I thought that it was for some reason. Until I put the capital down, and then I realized, oh, they're not the same shade of yellow, which is a lot easier for me. Anyways, we see capital there, there, and there. So there we have all the capitals of these countries so far. So tell me which one is your favorite so far, and also tell me, even if neither of these are your favorite, tell me which one you like more. I like the purple one more. The pink one's also cool though. The green one's probably my favorite at the moment though. Anyways though, that's enough yapping for me. Goodbye.